Hello, everybody! Before anybody gets on my tail, yes, I'm late. This is not the weather that you want to have hot flashes in. I promise you that. Oh, hi, Billy. He wants treats. Hi. You want some treats? Is it that time? And you're in the house this time? I suppose. Oh, hi, Ava. I suppose. Forgive me while I attempt to find the clothing with the minimalist amount of material tonight. I may end up changing because I think I have a shirt. I think I have one shirt that might be a little cooler than this one. Oh, doozies, it's hot. Took Ava out and I could hardly breathe. I mean, it was the definition of sweltering. I got a silver star. Thank you, Joey Bag of Donuts. Oh, you guys are a hoot. You're a hoot. I have not even turned on the cat cam lights. Oh my goodness. Come on and get it. Did y'all see the cool quarter that I posted in Discord that I found? Seriously looks like an alien eating George Washington's face. Hold up. There we go. It's creepy and cool. I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, just in a regular roll of coins. And then I found a twig and beak error. You'll never be able to see it. Basically, there's a little stick coming out of the bird behind Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou. There's a stick coming out of the mouth of the bird. It's just this tiny, tiny little splinter of metal. And it's considered an error. It's a known error. So I got super stoked because I've been wanting to find one of those for my daughter. I got super, super stoked when I found it. I was screaming excitedness. So those are my happy finds. And so if y'all have not heard, and I posted it in Discord, Wire Mother alerted me to Biggin got hacked. And so he is asking for everyone to unsubscribe from his channel and subscribe to his new one. The link to his new channel is in the Discord, and I will also be putting it in the channel here, so that you guys can all go find his new channel, because we love Biggin and we want him to get back up to his numbers and succeed. I know it's terrible. I didn't even know whether or not to believe it at first, because there's so much, AI, and I can't tell you how many times Gabriel Iglesias has died, I mean, the internet makes stuff up, but apparently it's real. So unsubscribe from Biggin and then subscribe to his new channel that he put under his name. I don't know if he got that idea from somewhere. Hello, Sir Philip of Sea Lake. Yes, I'll put the link in the description. It's in Discord now. Let's get some kitty treats. Gotta put on the extra cam. I'll hit the lights while I'm over there. Alright. Tiny Kitten's taking a sweet little nap. Gotta get my handy dandy treat grabber out. Let's go with chicken this week. There we go. I know, Earl, you heard it. You heard it. Earl, I'm not giving him to you here, buddy. Go to the tower. There you go. Turn on the lights. All right. Oh my goodness. I get some down in that bottom one for Tiny Kitten. She's just over here looking like, I'll get there eventually, Ma. I'll wait till the boys are gone. Oh yeah, I was gonna put this back up. I charged it. We might get to see the kitties chasing after the laser tonight. All right, got that going. It goes off every 2 hours. That was a gift from C-Rex. I put the other gift from her, the birdie. I put it up in the basket on the gray tower. They don't get in that basket a whole lot. So I figure, you know, I'll toss treats in there and the bird. And then when they go get the treats, they'll activate the bird. So if all of a sudden you hear, you know, chirping and flapping, it's not real, I swear. And I posted the results of the mosquito yeast traps that I set, and I probably screwed it up myself. I don't trust these results. My yeast was old, so it was probably not alive anymore. I think I got one mosquito and one bee, and I didn't want the bee. So, I'm thinking I did it wrong. Because you're supposed to, when you put the yeast and the sugar together, you're supposed to let it sit for like 10 minutes and froth and bubble. My ADHD was too high strung at that moment, and I didn't wait. I put the dish soap right in, so I might have just killed everything. So we're not going to take those results. I will have to reattempt. Someone in the comments mentioned mosquito discs, which I have heard of. Couldn't remember what they were called, but they look like little donuts, and then you put them in the water, and I don't know what they do. Like, I don't know what they do other than work, because I've known someone to use them. So, yeah. Oh, I know. And I didn't wait that time. I was impatient. My ADHD was like through the roof. I was my brain was everywhere at that one moment. So hello, Jim Tidekey. There we go. There we go, right there. It's like that berry that guy ate in Alaska. I don't remember the movie, but for those who've seen it, He called himself Supertramp. Oh, that little that little lighting ball, it like Roombas itself around. It's so funny. The cats love chasing it. It keeps getting like stuck behind the tower and stuff. But I love that thing. It just I let it out of the bag. Like, you know, letting the cat out of the bag, except letting the Roomba ball out of the bag. Go snitch after it. I released it. And the cats love it. They love chasing that thing. In the bag, they were okay with it, but they got more enjoyment just out of laying on the bag. But when I let that thing go in the house, like they've been chasing it all day. I love it so much. Alrighty, guys. Hello, Jerry Matthew Boyd. Hello, Nana Laura. Hello, Wolf Lore Lover. Oh, ah. I totally intended to click on it. I tried. Okay, guys, I give up. I'm done. No. It's too hot for this. Oh, man. It's too hot. We're supposed to get storms. Where are my storms? Golly. I want storms to break the heat. Where are we at? Fog, extreme heat warning until Monday at 9 p.m. That's great. 6 a.m. No storms until 6 a.m. Dag nabbit. No, this is garbage from the cat container, not toy. All right. Hello, Buzzy Pug. Hello, Wire Mother. Hello, Frizzledick. Good to see you. Hello, Eileen and Carlin. Hey, sweetie, just so you know, the first case that I show tonight, the guy cusses a lot. I know you don't like that, so I'm giving you a heads up that the first case has some choice words, and they're his choice, not my choice. Hello, Joey Bag of Donuts. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Linda Adams, honey. Oh, I don't think that's true, but I appreciate the grace. I really do. I needed it tonight. Hello, Sir Philip. Hello, Purple Kib. Kitty kisses always do the trick. Hello, Shane. It really does. Like it's so creepy if you can see it. Like the camera distorts it slightly, so you can't even get the full picture of it. But I did put, oh, you know what? Hey, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. I can show it to you better by showing you it in Discord. And then I can also copy Biggin's link while I'm here. Me and we talk a lot in Discord. What do you think you're doing, mister? No. Mr. Billy. All right. Excuse me. Can you clean yourself somewhere else, please? I'm kind of busy here. I'm working. All right. Billy, come on, buddy. Seriously. You did not eat every single treat. I know you didn't even try. There's a whole shelf right there. Oh, thanks, Mom. Trying to get the treat bucket. Trying to open it and knock it off the desk. Meanwhile, whole darn shelf over there full of them. All right. So this is the quarter, guys. Look at this. That it looks like an alien grabbing the face of Washington, and I've never seen anything like it. I love it. I love it so much. And then let's see here. This was in the same roll. So you can see right here, there's that tiny little stick coming out of the bird's mouth. And I verified it. This is the twig in beak error. I was so excited. I was so happy. That absolutely made my quarter loving day. I haven't opened the rolls yet from our sweet Donald Westerdale. Maybe after the show tonight, maybe I'll do that if y'all want to stick around and see what treasures I find. Hello, Patrick B. Hello, Jenny Green. No way. That's ridiculous. How invasive. Oh, people make me sick. I mean, you put your whole life out there on your YouTube channel. You really do. For someone to just swoop in and take it over, like, you can't get those streams back. You can't move them over. It doesn't sound like he's going to be able to recover his channel, which I don't understand. That's so ridiculous. Gosh, my heart goes out to him. Jerry, I'll respond to you privately. He's just upset. We'll just watch it. Hello, Army Brat. Are there 2 G's in it? Because I know Biggin had 1 G. I didn't snag the link while I had Discord open. My brain. I'm sorry, guys. My brain broken. Yeah, it does. It's a living thing. And if it's too old, it dies. That's why they've got a date specifically on it. And like, I don't pay a whole lot of attention to expiration dates on a lot of stuff. But yeast is one of those things where you kind of have to, because if your yeast is no longer active, it's not going to eat the sugar and then do the fermenting process. Okay, so it's 1 G by Big in Crime Time. It screws me up because you would expect 2 G's for it being pronounced Biggin. But his channel, he can spell it and pronounce it however he wants. Thank you so much for sharing that. I will have the link. Hello, Speedromans. Well, Purple Kips, she said that you put coffee grounds in a metal dish and light them on fire. So I might try that one next. Oh, wow. You know, for a while they were injecting tumors with meningitis, and it was working. I don't know what happened to that technology. The problem is there's no money in the cure. So if a cure is found, you can be sure we'll never hear of it. There actually was a cure found for diabetes. 2 shots of stem cells in the pancreas. That's all it took. 100% cured. The government of that time went into the UW that was researching it and confiscated all files, all documents, and put a gag order on all of the professors that were working on it. So if I ever get rich, it's on my list. I so badly want to have that done. But I just sprayed myself in the face with coffee. Oh no. Well, there's 2 questions that I have. Well, are you sure they're fruit flies? And the other's not a question. I have 2 solutions for you. You need to get yourself some borax. And what did I use? Borax, sugar, and a little bit of dish soap. And you add just a tiny little bit of water and mix. You want it to be a dry crumble. You mix the dish soap, the borax, and the sugar all together. And it's just a little bit of dish soap. It's just an emulsifier and also kills them. But that's for the ants. And you just put it in little bowls by the windows or wherever you think they're getting in. They'll collect it and take it back. The sugar and the borax are, they'll mix together. They'll eat them and they'll burn their little bodies off. There's another, there's a food grade garden diphthalmidolide. I've never been able to say it. Hold on. Food grade garden ant killer. Diatomaceous earth. That's what it's called. That also works. That works really well. Put that around your house, outside. It'll kill all small-bodied insects. And then for the fruit flies, if they are fruit flies, you take a little glass jar, put apple cider vinegar in it, and 1 drop of dish soap. Just kind of swirl it around with a fork so you don't disturb the water a whole lot. You don't want it splashing up on the sides. And then just set a couple of those around the most active sites. And then if they are fruit flies, they will go in them. And it'll be cured in a couple of days. If they are not fruit flies and they are actually drain flies, that's a different story. Then you need to get a couple boxes of baking soda and you pour the dry baking soda into your drains and swirl it around. Get your drains just full of baking soda with some dish soap. And you can be a little bit more liberal on the dish soap in this one. And then, and always use Dawn, guys. Always use Dawn dish soap. You swirl it around in your drains until the baking soda is just packed into your drains. And then you pour vinegar in a little bit at a time. You're going to go through like a whole jug because you want to do all of your drains. And it's going to foam up and it's going to bubble the dish soap all around on the inside of your drains. And it will kill the drain flies. But if the apple cider vinegar and dish soap does not work, then you don't have fruit flies. You have drain flies. Hello, Anna Banana. I hate mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. I can't say that enough. They are disease-ridden varmints. They provide nothing but a food source for other animals. That's it. That's all they are. They do no good other than other things eat them. But they spread so much disease. They are what gives dogs heartworms. And so you can imagine why I hate them. It has nothing to do with me. I'm looking out for my babies. Of course she is. Where else would she be? You think I was going to let Donald take her? Heck no. Heck no. I'd have chased that car. That was the condition. That's why his keys were hidden. The cat's knocked his keys off the desk. It was hilarious. His car started because it was right outside the house, but he didn't have his keys because the cats hid them. We love when you're able to join us, Army Brat. Hello again, Callum. Oh, good. So you'll be up all night. Well, there's a good one to know. Cornmeal kills them. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, yeah? Well, did anybody get the Unk alert tonight? Yep, that that's the ant killer right there. All right, let's see where I am. I think I've got everybody. If I miss, oh, hello, Mortimer Duke. How you doing, babe? Hello, Otto. Oh, 100%. 100%. I absolutely love him. A couple of times he did a raid. He was finishing up while I was live and he sent everybody to me. And I can't thank him enough. So many people found me because of him. And I'll take that. No way. It I don't know. I have no idea. That's so shady. Like, how would they expect any of his subscribers to want to do any kind of business with them? If you stole the channel of someone that, that I consider a friend, because that's, content creators, subscribers, we consider each other friends. We consider each other family. We are a community. What makes you think, as a thief, if I steal his channel, all of his friends are going to want to buy from me? No. No. That's not how that works. We'll abandon your ass and burn you down. At least he's over the 500 hump so that he can stream. Double up, Chuck. Make them do the, like, I've got it where if anybody tries to access my Google, it sends the thing to my phone, and then you got to verify the number and. Yep. Woohoo! It shows it works. Shows it works. I've heard if you sprinkle it in the windowsill, like, make a little trail across all of your windowsills, that it'll burn their little legs off when they cross it. That's what I was trying to come up with. Two-factor authentication. But all I could think of was double up, Chuck. Well, it's either going to be a fruit fly or a drain fly. That's what they are. I 100% guarantee you. Absolutely, 100% guarantee you. If the apple cider vinegar and dish soap doesn't work, then do the foaming up all of your drains trick, and they'll be gone. They'll be gone. That works too. That works too. Perfect time. Hold on. Perfect cure. Flamethrower Billy O.T. Yeah, and it's food safe. They put it in a lot of our food. Just saying. And that's how they drop. That's how they drop to the bottom. What you need, Ava? What's up, baby girl? Do you want a bully stick? Are you hungry or do you want to go outside? You gotta go potty? Oh, you gotta go potty or you want okay. I don't know. I don't know how to read this. Do you just want love? You are breathing hard. Were you playing with the cats? You want a bully stick? You want a Joey treat? Oh yeah, she was playing with the cats. Yes. Mm-hmm. I don't kill the ones in the basement. Between the cats, uh, I don't have to worry about it. Earl's the best bug hunter there ever existed. If they come up to my top level though, I'm sorry. They don't belong. They will die. I've never heard of a plumbing trap. I've never heard of that. So for anybody who sees this, Google that. Google that. Oh yeah, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. We just, we all share ideas to make each other's lives easier. I love dragonflies. I have some in my yard. They come and sit on my hand. I love them. I've never heard that. I'm I'm stoked. If it works, that's amazing and inexpensive and, friendly to, you know, other forms of life. So, oh, no, no, no. Never crossed his mind. Because he wants to live. Don't give it any ideas. Don't you dare. Don't give it any ideas. Hello, Penny Honey. Sorry, guys, I'm scooching along. I'm scooching along. I think I have gotten everybody. Yep, 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 yep. The drumsticks. Speedermans! Stop! Go fillet a bluegill's cheek. Stay away from my dragonfly drumsticks. Sadly, I am, and I hate that because I love spiders. I just I can't love them in my house. And they're too quick to capture and release. So if they are on the main level of my house, they go bye-bye. If I can catch and release, I will. But I'm not that quick. If I have to just schmuck it, I will schmuck it. And beetles are out of the question. Beetles just die. June bugs, they die. Like there are very, very few creepy crawlies that I will allow to live on my main level. I do. I love spiders. I have orb weavers in my yard. Garden orb weavers every year. And I used to feed them. I did. I would catch flies and I'd toss them in their webs if it was, too hot outside or something like that, Unfortunately, the wasps discovered that there were flies in the webs. And the wasps made it their mission to steal the flies from the webs. I just thought my spider was eating a lot more than it usually ate. I was expecting when he came out of that tunnel that he'd be a big guy. He never came out of that tunnel. I found his body later. I did. The wasps killed my spider, and then they just were stealing his flies. I watched them. I have a video of it. I actually have a video of... I watched it. First, I watched it steal the fly. And I was like, nobody is going to believe me that this just happened. So then I got the camera out, and I started videoing it with another fly. And it was almost like the wasp, it hovered over the web, like it was going to jump down and take it again. And so it's hovering over the web, and it stops, and it looks at me, and then it starts coming right at me. I bolted. I'm like, it's not worth the video. It's not worth the video. That's a neat little trick. I like that idea. I like that. I haven't gotten me a fez yet. That's one thing I don't have. I got my derp helmet. Not a whole bunch of crowns. Ava's Mario Kart hat. She's so adorable in this thing. But I can wear it too. But yeah, I don't have a fez yet. It's one thing I have to get me. Hello, the Batmom. Oh, Charlie, we were talking about you the whole time. You'll have to go back and watch it. The jumping spiders we have here are super, super teeny tiny. They really are. They're like microscopic. I love them. They're very, very small and cute. I've never seen a big one. Sorry, guys, if you heard that. Yeah, all the more reason I won't move to Tennessee. It's off the list of options. Oh, no. No. Scorpions are the other thing. Nope. I won't live where scorpions are. Just can't do it. Can't do it. Cat fur. Covered in cat fur, I swear. Oh. We know. Yes, yes, we sometimes forget just how blessed we are to not have the spiders and things that you have in Australia. You can keep them. You can keep every one of them. The spiders the size of your whole hand outstretched, large as a dinner plate. No. No. The huntsman spider. That's I know they're not deadly or anything, but they sure look it. Oh, no. I've seen on body cams when people are being detained and the cops and the perps are just standing there like this the whole time. I don't want them. I don't want them. I'm out. I am out. Rattlesnakes, I mean, they wouldn't bother me necessarily, but I don't want to be around them. We have them here in Wisconsin, but I don't really, I don't want to interact with them. I like things that I can cuddle. Neither of those fall on that list. Mm. I may be in Wisconsin forever. Yikes. I watch a lot of those hornet removal and bee removal videos and stuff. My YouTube algorithm it thinks that I've had like a stroke or something because it's all over the place. I watch, the bee videos, I watch cat videos, all sorts of nature and wildlife stuff. And then you throw in like Dr. Pimple Popper and just, random a pelican eating a fish that they shouldn't. Just weird stuff. Oh, Nate the Hoof Guy. I watch Nate the Hoof Guy. I like him a lot. I don't blame you. Some of them even glow neon. I've seen those. Those are creepy. No. No. Yeah, I'd be telling them to stay outside too. I wouldn't want them. No way. Are those like the hissing cockroaches? Those are huge. Oh my. What are you going to do about that, Sir Philip? Are you going to let him stay? Or are you going to evict him? Oh, stop it. You're such a butthead. You're such a butthead. See, I told you guys. If I go longer than 45 minutes, Mortimer or Jerry's going to say something. Oh, yep. I used to watch him. I haven't watched him for a very long time. Interesting. Interesting. I know they eat other bugs. But I I couldn't I don't think I could make friends with a huntsman spider. Such a butthead. You're such a butthead. I love you, but you're a butthead. No, because then there's getting my brain going. Well, is everybody bored? Is everybody thinking that? How many people want me to just put the video on and shut up? I've gotten stuck on stuff like that too. And then like an hour and a half later, it's like, why am I still watching this? How did this suck me in? Making the street food vendors. One was they'd slice a little strip off the bottom of the watermelon so that it would sit flat, and then they would carve a hole in the top, and then they'd stick a blender in it and they'd just run the blender all around the inside, and then they'd carve a bigger hole around the first hole, and then they would just scoop it out into glasses, and it was watermelon punch. And I don't know how I got watching that for 40 minutes. But when it was done, I was like, that was it? I just watched a dude with a blender on 5 watermelons for 40 minutes, and that's it? Peter the pastry puffer. Everybody, check your children's books. I know. See how rude. See how rude. Well, Taipan is a place, isn't it? Are you not afraid you'll squish him? Like he'll crawl in at bedtime to be close to you and you'll roll over and you'll wake up with giant spider on your butt? I wish I didn't read that comment after I talked about giant spider on your butt. I know. We love each other. Yes, I know. Everybody knows what I meant. Do what I mean, not what I say. A hand mixer. That's what I meant. Billy! The cat has taken over my desk. Well, are you just coming back now? I said hi to you once, sis. Aww, my daughter makes that stuff. I get to watch her do that whenever I want. Yes. Hello, Bettina, honey. See, that's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for right there. I had to wait for our Bettina. Oh! Thank you. Thank you. That is good knowledge to have. And I saw Mortimer's comment that Taipei is the place, capital of Taiwan. Talking to the gal that's severely geographically declined here. Well, he used that at the very end. So first he used the breads. It's just like a spiral hook on a hand mixer. So first he used that, Then he put in the whisk with 4 wires, and then the final thing was a frother. That's a frother. That's different. That's different. You only get those in certain states. Oh, I'm sorry, Billy. You're gonna fall off, though. All right, guys. I need to get up and walk. So I am gonna put the clips on now, so that I can get up and move for a minute. Trust me, Mortimer Duke, it's been expired for a long time. Nobody's told you, though. I need more meds. No. I do, but not for that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You guys. Move it, Billy. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Billy!
We only have a couple, so it should be pretty quick.
Yeah, unless there's
Yep.
argument on my requests.
Okay.
Because the city so often makes unreasonable arguments, of course there will be arguments.
Understood.
Now, I know I have had this fine young gentleman on this channel before, but I came across a hearing from, I think it was June of 2025, I believe. June or July. So it's about a year old. And I was like, wow. Well, this is interesting.
Sir, what is your name?
Anthony Todd Miller.
I think that's all for you, Mr. McCain. I think we just have show causes left. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, we've got 2 cases here, Mr. Miller.
Yes, ma'am.
You're here for a show cause on both of them. First up, we got case number 221447 SM. You failed to pay restitution in the amount of $50. Total amount due is $125. And in case number 221443 SM, you failed to pay the restitution in the amount of $100. Tell me what's going on.
I'm not really sure, but I don't think that those came up until recently. I've been in jail for like a week and a half, and I was in jail prior to that. I did like a week or so. I remember you saying like 2 months ago that I had this coming up, but I'm not even really sure what I got the fine for. But yeah, I've been in and out of jail, so I'm sorry I missed it. I got some other things going on. I also have something going on in district court right now, and that's why I'm actually here.
I am shocked. He has other cases.
Called on the day that I had court. I didn't know. I haven't had the right address. My mailing address now is 106. So I haven't been getting any legal papers.
Can you tell me that again? It's 106.
Yes, ma'am.
What town?
Otsego.
What's your zip code?
49078. So yeah, I haven't really been getting any legal mail. My address was 202 Kalamazoo Street, but my aunt put a PPO out on me for some reason. I don't know why, so I can't really go there.
All right, Mr. Miller, if I let you out, what are you gonna do to make payments?
I'm gonna get a hold of the courts immediately because I have been working part-time too as like subcontracting for Allegan Real Estate as a friend of the family. I've known them pretty much most of my life, and they got some roofing jobs that I've been getting ready to get into full-time if I can. I just got this other thing going on, and that was the only thing really that was holding me up before, was this other thing I got going on right now. So what is it? It's 50 in the amount of both of them. I owe $50 for both of them up front for like the first payment or whatever.
In case number 221447 SM, which the original charge on that was malicious destruction of a building, $200 or more, but less than 1,000, and breaking and entering. That one you owe $125 on. And
Which I
then
don't
in
get
the
because
other,
excuse me.
the other case, you have a breaking and entering without the owner's permission and breaking and entering without the owner's permission, and that one you owe $50 on, or $100, I'm sorry. So the total amount between both cases is $225.
I don't even get how I got fined that, because I had to bond out of Eaton County in 2023. I went to the RAP program and I had to
These are
bond
from
out of
charges
there
that
for
happened
400.
in 2022.
Yeah, and I had to bond out of Eaton County. I did a program there and I had to bond out of Eaton County for these charges. So the tickets should be paid. I had to bond out
You
for
paid
200
a
amount.
bond in Eaton County, it won't apply to
Yes, ma'am.
files in Allegan County.
It would, because they wouldn't let me out of the program. I went to a program there, the RAP program, for a domestic batterers thing in 2023.
You weren't charged with
Listen.
domestic battery in these cases.
I know, but they wouldn't let me out of Eaton County when I graduated the program. They wouldn't let me out of Eaton County until I paid a bond of $400 for both these tickets.
That would have been stemming from your domestic violence, not from this.
No, it would have been for these tickets. I'm trying to tell you. Ma'am, I
You
wouldn't
have
argue the
posted-
fact. That's what,
But it didn't cover the whole.
yes, ma'am.
It doesn't cover the whole thing, sir. You
Yes, ma'am.
still owe money.
Yes, ma'am.
So what are you gonna do if I let you out? You've missed several show cause hearings. You're arguing with me when you do show up to them. Why should I let you out of jail? Try to take care of it since you haven't been doing it for the last 4 years.
Ma'am, I've been in jail the last 2 times I've had a show cause hearing for this.
Just a minute ago, your excuse was that you had the wrong address. How long
I
have
didn't
you
have
been
a-
in jail? You've been in jail for 4 years?
Basically, if you want to argue the facts, yeah.
I'm not arguing the facts. I'm the magistrate.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
telling you what's happening in this case.
I understand that. We're talking about, I owe $100 on 2 tickets, which I don't understand because I had to pay a $400 bond to get out of Eaton County.
And it didn't
We
cover
just
it, sir.
covered.
$400
Yes,
didn't
ma'am.
cover what you owe, so you still owe money.
Yes, ma'am.
$400 was not enough.
Understood.
When was the last time you were in jail?
April. I think
Were you
that's
in
when
jail
I
in March?
I may have been. I don't know. Otsego Township arrests me I got arrested for being on my front lawn on my mom's birthday this time. Because my aunt has a PPO for something she wasn't even a victim of. But anyway, ma'am, I am planning on going to the roofing, like I said, for Allegan Real Estate, because these are friends of the family. They told me they had a lot of work that I could subcontract with them. As soon as I get some money, I will bring it immediately to the courthouse. Because I have to come to court anyway. I have a court date tomorrow. I don't know if they're gonna let me out or whatever, but I have to stay in touch with the courthouse no matter what.
Well, you would have had to stay in touch with the courthouse no matter what. From this case too, you owed restitution for 4 years and you didn't stay in contact with the court for 4 years.
And I told you they put a PPO out on me, so I couldn't go to my old address. That was the reason I told you I had the wrong address. Now I'm at Otsego. I was at 202.
So you knew the court
previous-
had the wrong address and you didn't call to change it?
Man, that's hard enough for me to walk down the fucking street.
It's hard enough for you to call the court and say, I know I have a huge responsibility of restitution and my address
Of
changed, so please
$100
make sure you
fucking
fix it."
dollars?
Yes, $100, sir. At this time, I'm not gonna change your bond. Bond is
I
going
don't
to stay as
request that you
is.
fucking release me for $100 fucking dollars. The
If
fuck
bond
are
is
you
going
talking
to-
about? You might as well write it
Bond
off.
remains-
Do they still do pay or stay?
Nope.
Well, then what's the problem here?
We're gonna set this for a show cause tomorrow, and if you wanna have a different attitude, we'll discuss if we're gonna adjust your bond at that time, but today we're done. We're not going to amend bond, and we're gonna
Yes,
see you
ma'am.
tomorrow.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Please think about your attitude while you're in your cell tonight.
Saying, dude, I'm serious about it. It's hard enough. for
Mr.
me
Miller,
to
I can hear you. Please don't interrupt the other arraignments that are going on. Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Jason Spencer.
All right, this is case 251427 SM. You are here because you have failed to pay any restitution at all. Looks like the total amount of restitution due is $721.84, and you have some fines and costs that are due too. It's a total of $871.84. So tell me what's going on, sir.
I've been incarcerated the entire time. I've only been released for 3 weeks. I haven't had opportunity to actually make payment or whatever. Given the opportunity to actually be free for a substantial amount of time, I would be able to, like a month or longer, I would be able to make payment. There's no problem with that. I just have not had that opportunity.
When were you first incarcerated?
I've been incarcerated since January of this year. Whenever I took that case last year, I had been in and out of custody. I have not been free for 1 month period since I took that charge last year. I'm assuming this is a malicious destruction of property charge. Should be the
This
only-
stems from, malicious destruction of property less than $200, reduced from the 200 to 1,000, yes.
Yes, ma'am. I have not been free for more than 30 days at a time. Since then, I have not had an opportunity to get on my feet to actually make payment. I have been incarcerated since January of this year, all the way up until just 2.5 weeks ago. I was released, and then just incarceration, Your Honor, is the reason why I haven't been able to pay.
All right, if you are released, do you have some sort of plan to make income?
Yes, ma'am. I have a job. It's not that I don't have means of income. It's just actually being free in order to work, in order to make the income.
All right. This is what I'm gonna do, as I'm gonna amend your bond to a PR bond, so unless something else is holding you there, which I don't think it will be, that I can see, so I can't promise you anything, but I'll amend this bond to PR, so you should be able to get out. And I'm gonna adjourn the case for 90 days. In that 90 days, I expect you to just get some sort of income. It doesn't necessarily, I don't care what it is, I guess, but you've got to call the court within the 90 days and set up a payment plan of something monthly that's affordable for you. But within the next 90 days, that payment plan needs to be set up and one payment at least has to be made, okay?
Okay, Your Honor, I'm not getting out. So there's no way I'm gonna get out. There's other things holding me here, so.
All right, we'll go ahead and
I'm not
adjourn
here
this
for
90
this.
days.
you.
And we'll see what you can do in the 90 days, and we'll see each other again in 90 days then.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get out. I told you, she thinks only her world revolves around her.
She thinks only her world revolves around her, he says. These inmates, they sure know how to play their cards, don't they? And that's just how you butter up the person handling your bond. Walk away being a total jerk.
Thanks, Brian. Thank you, Brian.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
Ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. Can you identify yourself for the record, please?
Anthony Todd Miller, and just for the record, I would like to apologize for yesterday's fiascos. I'm truly sorry. I didn't mean to come off like that. I don't know what got into me. I apologize for my profanity and my demeanor.
All right, Mr. Miller, I think we were both a little heated yesterday, so I apologize for my actions as well. I can admit to people when I have made a mistake, and I also got heated, so I appreciate your apology, and I hope you'll accept mine as well.
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
so
Thank you.
yesterday we talked about how you're gonna go get a job for Allegan Real Estate Roofing, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do on your cases today is I'm gonna amend your bond to PR on both cases. I'm gonna give you 60 days from today to set up a payment plan. All right, so any payment plan that's affordable for you, you need to call and set that up within the next 60 days, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then you're all set. So you're gonna get a PR bond today and you have 60 days to just set up a payment plan and make that first payment.
Okay, have a wonderful day.
You too.
Oh, I am proud of him, but it would be nice if they would have that kind of impulse control from the start rather than, the tantrum and then the regret and the apology. Sir, you'd apologize a whole lot less in life if you could control yourself from the beginning.
Thank you.
Benjamin Foreman, file 2426738FH. Let's have appearances, please.
Yeah, Mike Kazakrzewski appearing on behalf of the people. Good morning, Your Honor. Don Birch appearing on behalf of the defendant appellant Benjamin Foreman, who is standing to my right.
Sir, state your name.
Benjamin Foreman, sir.
Very good. Have a seat. Counsel, this is your motion, so please proceed.
Your Honor, did you want me to talk from here or from?
Doesn't matter to me, wherever you're comfortable. You can have a seat if you want, or you can stand. It's either way.
Your Honor, I filed this motion for modification and or reduction of sentence. I am asking that Mr. Foreman gets a reduction of sentence, whether you cut in order for him to be released today or chop off some time, like you get him a month early off of his sentence. Right now, he is due to be released on September 16th, 2025, from his knowledge. Your Honor, I know that you are very aware of my client, as you were in charge of the Veterans Court. Of course, my client did 4 years in the Marines, and Your Honor, I just retired from the Army after a 22-year active duty. I retired from the Army out of Fort Bragg. I'm glad that they renamed it back to Fort Bragg. I spent 6 years there. Spent two tours there.
You're glad that it's renamed as after a Confederate general?
Well, Your Honor, now it's a different Mr. Bragg. It's
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, as you know, it was very unfortunate what brought Mr. Foreman before you. Mr. Foreman's only criminal conviction history has been his DUIs. So he's not a troublemaker. He had problems with alcohol, but Your Honor, he's been in jail since November 16th. He's been in there 7 months. He's 60 years old. And Your Honor, he's done quite a bit of things while he's in there. For example, he's taken AA classes. I got an AA sheet, Your Honor, that I would like to show you. He's been in AA since January. He's been going once a month. I'm sorry, he's going once a week there. He's also has a lot of self-study Bible courses, certificates that he wants to present. He's in the career readiness program. He's been in there since March. He's learned a lot of skills to help him out when he gets out, like Windows, resume. And Your Honor, when he gets out, he's going to go to Grand Rapids. He's going to stay at his mother's home. And Your Honor, so Your Honor, I would just say that you give Mr. Foreman an opportunity to be released early. Mr. Foreman knows that well, he doesn't want to come before you anymore. And Your Honor, I would like to turn over to him for Mr. Foreman to speak. And then Your Honor, I would like to show you the certificates that he gave me. If that's fine.
I fully believe all those certificates that you stated. I don't need to specifically see them. I have no doubt that they're legitimate, accurate.
Sure.
So I don't need that. Mr. Zakarzeki, do you have a position?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to remind the court how we got to where we're at today. The court imposed a sentence that was, we believe, fashioned to hold Mr. Foreman accountable when he wouldn't hold himself accountable. That was really the issue. And we would just like to remind the court of that issue hasn't really necessarily resolved itself as far as holding himself accountable for what is, we believe, a toxic relationship with alcohol that puts Mr. Foreman in danger, but also puts society in danger. So we would leave it to the court's discretion, but we would remind the court how we got to where we're at today.
Mr. Foreman?
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, first of all, I want to take this time to say thank you for giving me this opportunity, but not only that, thank you for what you have done to me. By locking me up, I really have been sitting there. I have found myself. For once in my life, I'm able to look and see who I really am. While I was in there, I was challenged by several different COs because I've been talking to individuals, helping them out, trying not to let them go down the same path I was. They in there for DUI also. I actually helped them to get enrolled in AA, and I've been a spokesperson in jail. I had a couple COs who actually wanted to come here and talk to you on my behalf, and unfortunately we couldn't get the, I guess it's called the Freedom of Information Act paperwork done in time for them to be here, so they don't want to get in trouble. But other than that, when I get out, I'm planning on going to Grand Rapids Community College. I'm gonna take the MRT course there in order to become a spokesperson, give back to the community, and try to get back to things where I failed and to help the next individual try not to go down the same path that I went down. By sitting there, it really made me feel good about myself because I found who I am. In the past, I was always blaming other people for my actions and this. When I come to realize that it's me, it was all about me. And now that I'm sober, I'm able to sit back and I see that and I feel good. And I'm just willing to get out and, help and give back and meet up with my veterans buddies and just, help them out because I haven't forgot about them. That I was in veteran sport. They're still my buddies, and to help them and counsel and do what I can do in order to help out the next person so they won't go on this path that I'm actually in. I mean, I know that I have made mistakes in the past, but going forward, I'm putting my foot down, I'm going out running, regardless if it's now or when I do my original outdate, my plans will not change. That's what I want to be, and that's what I plan on doing with the rest of my life. I finally know what I want to do. There's a calling, and I really want to go out there and do that particular calling.
Have a seat. Thank you. Well, the prosecuting attorney need not have worried as to whether or not I recalled the case or the circumstances of us being here. I do vividly. I recall and know Mr. Foreman actually quite well. We did a lot of work together in the Veterans Court, wherein you excelled at the court. You were one of our stars. You were one of the folks that we thought, yeah, here we go. Here's a great ambassador to the court. Fantastic. Very, very much exactly what we wanted in regard to a successful participant within the court. Absolutely. Truly one of those people that we're kind of excited to see them move forward, having embraced the opportunity to participate within the treatment court. And it wasn't even, I don't think it was even 2 days that you were arrested again for the exact same circumstance. And sometimes you just got to say, I don't know what to do with it. You are a great participant in treatments. You are a fantastic person to sit down and visit with. You're a fantastic person to be perhaps a coach, a mentor to someone, perhaps. You're one of the few people that have come through any of my specialty courts that I was truly surprised that had absolutely pulled the wool over my eyes, at least, in regard to your participation. I thought it was a genuine recovery. And that's my problem here, because I think you know exactly what to say. That you know exactly what we want to hear. You know exactly what you should be doing. And you know what you should be doing when you find yourself in a circumstance where you are challenged and tempted and you find yourself vulnerable. You don't muscle through that on your own, because you don't muscle through that on your own. You reach out, you utilize the resources and the other members of the treatment court, other peer counselors, other counselors through the VA, the field officer, Troy McCabe, any number of resources that you have available to you to reach out to and to utilize at that time where you're deciding whether or not I'm going to take that drink. And I know that that decision to take that first drink is probably a pretty quick one. But again, you know how to navigate that. At least you express knowledge of how to navigate that. You express the desire to navigate that. You expressed gratitude for finding yourself and becoming a new person within the Veterans Court, as you just have indicated here today. And I don't minimize that. I have no doubt you are finding yourself. You are one of those people that you dive into these programs fully. I see that. I've witnessed it. The question is it performance or not? Is it performative? I don't know. It was in Veterans Court. Is it now? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. I do know that I am not able to keep you off the streets for an extended period of time. My ability is constrained by my sentence, and that sentence, I think you did the calculations for September sometime release. Is that what you said? I think
That's correct, Your Honor, September 16th.
And weighing on that, you've participated for nearly 2 years in the Veterans Treatment Court. You have been incarcerated now, what, 7 months, maybe? Certainly in the range, pretty close, if not already. And then that kind of begs the question. 7 months, well, what's the benefit of another 3 months? Again, I don't know. I guess a potential benefit would be peace of mind for the community, that at least for that 3 months, they're safe. You're safe. But one of the whole points that I try to bring witness to, at least in the treatment courts, is that at some point you gotta take the training wheels off the bicycle, or you gotta let go. And there's only so much you can actually do. I'm not a big believer in incarceration. In fact, I think that in the way incarceration is utilized by many, I won't say most, maybe most, but many, I think it's counterproductive. I think it actually reinforces criminogenic behavior. I think it actually reinforces a sense of hopelessness and helplessness and getting caught up into a cycle, and reinforces a sense of having little or no place in the community. All of which are things that we struggle mightily to address, demonstrating that you do have a place in the community, that you do have a innate sense of worth and this innate value. You've got a strong family connection. That's not, you can't go back to that, whether or not it's a, biological or an adoptive situation. It's a strong family connection. So you've got the support that so many people don't. I mean, the majority of people that are sitting in the seat where you are right now, sir, do not have the level of support you have available to you through family, let alone through the treatment courts, that the West Michigan Regional Veterans Treatment Court, which I'm sad to say you're one of the few people that have not successfully navigated that court. You successfully navigated it the first time, but then that came to naught. So it's a frightening thing. I have zero desire to keep you in jail any longer, but I am also worried about what you're going to do this coming weekend. What we're going to do tonight if you got out. Don't have to wait till the weekend to celebrate, right? That's my concern, that you're going to want to have a celebration. And it can start out very innocently enough, hooray, and hugs and family all around, and it's going to be a joyful time. Happy, planning ahead. Hugs and tears and prayers, perhaps, I don't know. And then just to take that celebration, it's just going to be just a little bit better, because we just make it, it's such a great day. Let's have a beer, or let's have a cocktail, or whatever. And then wake up in jail, hopefully, rather than finding your family going to identify a body, or other families going to identify bodies. Where to go with this? Mr. Zakurzaki, you have any other thoughts? Counsel, any other thoughts?
Your Honor, thank you for giving him a lot of consideration. Your Honor, I just think you also have to look at, he is 60 years old. He's been through this. he knows the consequences. And is he a danger to society out there? Your Honor, I don't think so. And, you know, we're talking 3 months. I think 7 months in, he has learned. He has learned, and I think from listening to him that he has learned in there. And I think that's it. It just has to hit home. And then, yes, you have to practice it every day. And then, yes, like you mentioned, Your Honor, before, that, you know, it's a hard road to recovery. And then I just know that he will be in AA and he's going to take tools to help him. But thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, Your Honor, I would just say, I mean, actions speak louder than words. There is the risk that by releasing the defendant today, something could happen. And that risk does kind of weigh on me a little bit.
Well, I mean, Mr. Zakrzewski, that is not, you don't have to sit. I mean, you can continue. I don't mean to shut you down, but I recognize that. I've just stated that. I mean, I've made that plain and evident in the record already. But at long last, there's been 7 months in jail, right? There's yet, I mean, here's my dilemma. There's very little left for me. There's very little left in my toolkit to try to make this a better situation.
I think
there's very little I have left that could provide any sense of will the community be any safer by waiting till September for him to be released or to be released sooner. I mean, I think that there's any rehabilitation that is going to take place, it will have taken place already, as is evidenced by the several programs he undertook while in jail, as well as obviously the Veterans Court. But I overspoke you. You were about to say something.
Yeah, I was just going to say, on the other hand, I mean, there is something to be said for being optimistic about man's ability to redeem himself. And so
and that is another thing I wrestle with. So that's it. You are more articulate than I am about it, but go ahead, finish.
That's all I was going to say, is that, I mean, you know, if we're on the, you know, if we're on the razor's edge, I think there's room for maybe some of that optimism. As long as the defendant isn't, it's not a trick. The defendant is genuinely recognizes the problem.
Well, there is the nut, isn't it? If it's not a trick, if it's not just a performative type situation. I don't think it is a performance. I think sitting here today, you believe it. I think when you graduated from Veterans Treatment Court, when you were standing, I think you believed it. And thereby we all believed it. Then I count myself amongst them. I think I already said. One of the few times I can honestly say I was genuinely surprised. But it isn't right now that I'm concerned about. What it isn't right now. Right. What I'm concerned about is that welcome home celebration that could be made just a little bit better by a toast. That's an innocent little beer. That's nothing. That's an innocent glass of wine. I'm just doing it to, you know, to share to share a community with my family, or to share worship with a glass of wine through that, communion in some sense. I know that some religions utilize wine in that way, and then it just snowballs from there. Right now, I have no doubt that you're in earnest. But I do want to grab a hold of Mr. Zakrzewski's point. At some point, I recognize, I think I even said, There's not a lot more I can do. We have just a few months left anyway. And maybe by virtue of exercising that grace and that investment in optimism that we are able to bolster your sense of redemption, sense of recovery, but it's not a cure. This is an ongoing thing that you need to wrestle with and deal with. May not be fair that you have to do this for the rest of your life, but you have to do this for the rest of your life. When it comes right down to it, maybe I'm just going on too long about this. But the reason I'm going on long about this is because it really gives me anxiety. It'll be my name at the signature that provides you with an early release if we go this route. But it's not just a matter of me worried about my name. There's plenty of people that have a lot to say about my name that may not be terribly flattering. And I'm sorry about that, but it's neither here nor there. Part of my job is to make decisions that some people may not appreciate or embrace. But the real anxiety comes from any possible harm to yourself or others. But I will embrace that sense of optimism, Mr. Zacharias, you referred to. I will recognize your statements and your participation in incarceration and in the court. I have zero doubt you know tools. You have tools in your toolkit that you can rely on. You have people you can call. You have ways to take yourself out of situations if you identify yourself in a vulnerable situation. So I'm going to believe in your redemption on this. I hope it's genuine. I think it's genuine, but I hope it is genuine enough to override the circumstances of daily living and the ups and downs and the embrace of celebrations or tragedy. You need to be able to navigate those waters without something that is truly poisonous in your life. So I am going to agree to allow modification of sentence by 25%. The calculation of that, I'll leave to the jail to do the specific days, and the release date will be determined by them with that 25% reduction. Anything further, Mr. Zacharias?
Your Honor. And Your Honor, I do have a proposed order, and you may have to write that in there. I'll show it to the prosecutor. I'd like to hand that to you.
Well, all right, let's see what you have. I mean, I have a form here, but
Oh, okay.
what do you have?
This thing, Your Honor, it said to be released today, so that might.
Yeah, this one. I'm not gonna enter that. I'm much more comfortable just to indicate that I'll allow the modification of sentence by 25% and then let the release date flow from that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And I want to know, sir, can I still come back to Veterans Court to sit in with the individuals?
I would, you know what? I will, if you choose to do so with a sense of humility.
Yes, sir.
And a demonstration of where you're at and where you've been. But I'm not going to say no to that.
This Judge Belargin, he's not on the bench anymore. I have seen him be fair, but I don't think I've ever seen him be tough. He didn't really believe as the institution of jail being a method of treatment for criminals. I disagree with him wholeheartedly on that. I think we need more incarcerations. I think we need more jails. I think we need a sense of toughness on crime that we don't have. We've gone far too soft on these repeat offenders that keep offending. So, he was a good judge, but he wasn't a tough judge. But he's not a judge anymore.
Get some copies. We'll take over to jail.
Marky, you need to unmute yourself and turn your camera on.
All right.
All right, very good. And then let's have appearances.
Morning, Your Honor. John Duffield on behalf of the people.
Hi, Silverstein appearing on behalf of Mr. Markey.
Mr. Markey, state your name.
Ivan Markey.
Very good. Mr. Duffield.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, my office has received restitution documents back from the victims. However, we do not have anyone here to testify regarding their contents. So I would ask that the matter either be set for an internal review so that my office could file a motion raising the issue at the appropriate time, or that the matter be dismissed without prejudice, and then we will be allowed to file a motion raising the issue of restitution at that point.
Ms. Silverstein.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're also missing additional information. It's my understanding there's a personal injury settlement in this case. So as it relates to the amount of restitution, our position is that the complainant has been compensated. We just don't have the details about the numbers. So if the people are requesting to set this by motion or anything like that, we're just asking for that additional documentation.
All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this matter up for internal review for 90 days. I would suggest that maybe you consult with your defendant, Ms. Silverstein, to not be taking a nap at the time of the proposed hearings. I have them actually waking up in the process of coming into court would probably be best suited for any sort of credibility if they wish to have any voice in the hearing coming forward. But I will set the matter for restitution in 90, for internal review within 90 days, and you can bring a motion when you wish to have that heard.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I will investigate, or have my office investigate and provide such a settlement to defense if we can get a copy.
Thank you. Could I have a breakout room with Mr. Markey, please?
Yes, of course.
Should say that because let me actually, this is interesting because it's not a regular citation. So I don't see that he got his court date, but it must show somewhere in here.
It should show UNEJ.
Yeah.
Your judge's. Okay, so we want to look at this one, I think.
Yeah, look at that. 6/11/2026, 9:30. And who highlighted that?
That's in the resolution. She sent it by certified mail. I believe that's on there as well.
I'll be darned.
Scroll down.
That is very cool. There's Mr. Farr. Well, let's deal with Mr. Farr. Mr. Farr, can you hear us yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm sorry. We're breaking into a new system, so I'm looking at two computers here. Regarding Mr. Eric Farr, we have 4 cause numbers. Mr. Farr, I'm not sure where you were arrested. Where were you arrested? Out of Forks?
I was arrested in Pierce County.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since we haven't seen you for about two years or so,
Yeah, I didn't even know I had warrants, sir. I thought I took care of it.
that's okay. No, that wasn't going to be my question. My question was going to be, I need a really, really good mailing address, physical mailing address.
Okay, it's 21125 Rain Tree Place in Poulsbo, Washington.
Okay, hang on. Did you get that, Mark?
2115.
Was it 2115 what?
It's 21125 Rain Tree Place.
Rain Tree is one word?
Yes, sir.
Rain Tree Place, is that in Tacoma?
No, that's in Poulsbo.
In Paulsbo, what's the zip right there?
98370.
Yeah, and I'm sorry you were cutting out a bit. So what do we think it was, Mr. Downing, 21125 Rain Tree? Okay, Rain Tree Place. I think we got it. You don't happen to know your telephone number, do you?
Yeah, I do. It's 206-880-1168.
Well, and what I was looking at with jabs here, I think all of our cases are predisposition. You didn't plead guilty to any of these, did you?
Well, I already served time on all those.
Well, I'm just looking here. I'm just looking. That's what I'm trying to figure out. If you don't mind, I'm taking a second here to figure out where we are. I know you went off to treatment, and then we were looking for proof that you completed treatment, and that's when we lost track of you, I think.
Yeah, and I did complete treatment, sir.
Okay.
So the Pacific Hope and Recovery should send that over to you guys, but I did complete treatment and I did everything you asked.
Right. Well, so, but the part that you didn't do is we lost track of you. We needed you to report back in because I know I gave you a date to report back in. Let's see. Hang on a second. City has been requested to provide treatment assessment eval process. Defendant has failed to provide this info to the city prosecutors as of, we're talking about November 25th, 2024. And then we issued a warrant on, 25th day of November 2024 is when we lost track of you. And these are pre-trial status, Mr. Downing. I didn't have a chance to look at, you think they're all pre-trial status to you? I think so too. I'm looking here too. We're just trying to figure out what to do, Mr. Well, I know, but it's, there's a lot.
I have a job now and stuff and I really got to get out of here, you know?
A second,
Look at
Mr.
his history.
Right. You mean like the ICH is what you're talking about? We're almost there, Mr. Farr. So
okay.
Okay, they're guilty.
They're all, so yeah, he's basically, I think, on probation is what it comes down to. So did you think that you were on probation, Mr. Farr? Were you?
No, I'm not on
reporting
probation. I was not on probation.
Okay,
No,
all
I'm not on
right.
probation.
Well, just give me a second here to keep looking. We're trying to figure out what to do, so don't jump to any conclusions. So, we had to issue a warrant for you because we lost track. Now, what's this job that you got?
So I got a job that I'm working as a logging, for a logger.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that, and it's basically help with my dad's company.
Oh, hang on a second. There we go. Judgments were entered on March 18th, 2024, and then he was supposed to report in about his treatment and didn't get that done. He fell off you walked off the plank somewhere in November 2024. So that's why the warrant got issued. And you're saying you did complete treatment?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay, just hold on now. Don't start offering me information. I'm just looking at a case that's 2 years old. So let's see. $200 cash on that one. $200 cash on that one. So these are all about 200, Mr. Downing, that doesn't sound crazy to you, does it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Mr. Farr, you think you or your family might be able to come up with $800 cash to get you bailed out?
No, I do not.
Well, doggone it. So you actually have a certificate of discharge from that treatment place?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay.
And I can provide it to you. I promise you that.
I know, but it would have been easier if we could have done this in November 2024. I can tell you that.
But I have a certificate of completion. I did it. Yes, sir.
Okay, so how much time, when did you get picked up? What day did you get picked up?
I got picked up 3 days ago.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. So you got transferred from Pierce County, did you?
Yes, sir.
Or, yeah. Well, I'm sure the city can hear me. I'm inclined to let Mr. Farr, I'm inclined to release Mr. Farr because.
Thank you, sir.
Don't jump to any conclusions. I'm trying to communicate to the city that I'm inclined to release you because what we were looking for was proof of treatment, and then you just kind of disappeared. So what we have here is a communication breakdown. Unless I hear from the city in the next 60 seconds, I'm gonna go ahead and get you released, okay?
Okay, sir, thank you.
Yeah, don't get yourself excited. I'm not hearing from them, so my understanding is that we did not hear from you on your progress of treatment, and that's all the city was looking for, was that. And since it didn't show up, and the reason why I think that's what happened is because if I thought you needed a high bail, I would have imposed a high bail. The fact that I imposed $100 per cause number plus the administrative fee brings it to $200 per cause number, means that that's what I wanted. What the court wanted was the progress of treatment. So here's what we're gonna do, Mr. Farr. We need a date for him. We figured the 20 seconds out, didn't we?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Oh, Mr.
I'm
Yes.
sorry for the confusion. I was under the impression we were discussing Mr. Farr's bail amounts be the same.
I know, I misled you, not intentionally.
And I would want his bail amounts to be the same because he was all set to trial and ran off, so.
I know, but I have judgments, and he pled guilty at some point.
Yeah, but I think they're for non-compliance.
Oh, you sure? Because I had a judgment and sentence in one of these.
I think it's for not complying with the judgment.
This might be non-whatever. Okay, hang on a second.
Yeah, we have a disposition as of March 2024.
Yeah, we got a disposition in March 2024. He went out of treatment, and then we were looking for proof of treatment.
I think there are.
So he was furloughed in May to go to rediscovery. Is the last thing.
And I don't know whether he's ever completed it.
I completed it.
So
no, hang on, Mr. Farr. This is between the prosecutor and the court.
I think there's some. I think there was like non-compliance.
So he entered a judgment.
That's fine.
No, right, no. So basically, we're looking for compliance with conditions of sentence.
Yeah, and I think we had a hearing set up for that as well.
We did have a hearing.
And he was gonna get us information and do all these things, is what I vaguely remember.
No, you're right.
And so he didn't do that,
Well-
and so I feel letting him out on bail is fine. Letting him on a PR, I would fight.
Okay.
Adamant.
All right. So here's the deal, is each one is $100 bail plus the $100 administrative fee, which gets to a total of $800. And he says he can't post the $800, but what we're looking for is proof of treatment. And on top of that, run this by me again, Mr. Downing. Next week is too full. We couldn't put him on next week. And Mr. Kressel is gone. If I reappointed Kressel, he's gone on the 22nd. So the soonest we could have Farr on would be the 29th.
Well, I mean.
What I could do, I suppose.
So I guess it's set for the 22nd, and or you can see if Julie St. Marie could take him.
That's true. I know.
Okay, so what happened last is September 24.
I can provide you the completion of it.
So I think setting it for the 22nd, and if he finds a way to post $800, then he'd be out. He'll have to do that on the 22nd.
Well, it sounds like, Mr. Farr, did you say your folks could help you with the $800 or not?
No, they cannot.
So I'm basically keeping the guy here till the 22nd for not providing treatment.
Well, you're not keeping him here. He's keeping himself.
Well,
he has things he failed to do, failed to teleport.
Right.
And has a very minimum bail amount.
Well, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna split the baby on, we are gonna OR him on 2 cause numbers and keep the bail at 2 cause numbers. Right. So.
Thank you, Aaron.
You're welcome. So on 30065, Mr. Farr, you are OR'd on 30065. And you are OR'd on 0026443. So the 443, he is OR'd. Now, on There's still a $100 cash bail amount on the 719,610 and 719,611. So you or your family has to come up with $400. You think you can manage that?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I wonder why, because if you're working, you should be able to come up with $400 is what I'm thinking. By the way, on the work thing, how much money do you think you're making a month?
Well, about $1,000, $1,500 maybe.
Okay, so the soonest I can, what we're gonna do is we're gonna appoint Julie St. Marie to represent him, instead of going through a financial affidavit, we're just gonna have Julie St. Marie. Now, your court date is on the 22nd, and I'm hoping that you can post $400. You see what I'm talking about? Now, here's an alternative. Is there anybody out there that you could call who could get us a copy of your treatment compliance, your discharge?
I can get it if I get out of here, you know?
Oh, I know that. Well, the city's right about one part of this, that you failed to follow through on a commitment you made, because I know you were given notice just to provide that. And if you had provided that, we wouldn't be here right now. I argue on 2 cause numbers because the point of all this is what I'm looking for is compliance with treatment. That's what we need. What treatment center did you go to? Do you recall?
Pacific Hope and Recovery in Bremerton.
Okay.
Yep.
If the jail is able to help you, or somehow we can manage to call them, if we can get proof of your completion and discharge, you're gonna be OR'd on all of these, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so right now you gotta post $400 cash, and we're gonna see you on the 22nd at 1:30. We're gonna notify Ms. St. Marie that she's been appointed to help you on this case. So you got a couple of options. One of the options is you can sit here till the 22nd. The other is somebody can come up with $400 to get you out of here, and you still gotta be here on the 22nd, 1:30. You might call Pacific and see if they can get us a copy of your completion and discharge. That, as far as I'm concerned, you would still be on the hook for a court appearance, Mr. Farr, but there's no reason to keep you here if we can get proof of that treatment. Does that make sense to you?
Okay.
Okay, so we'll see you on the 22nd, maybe, and of course, if you get out, you can do Zoom. All
Okay.
righty?
Okay.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. What is your name?
Brian Christopher Myers.
This is case number 262286FY. Counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. Sam Badger appearing on behalf of Mr. Myers for the limited purpose of arraignment. We have reviewed the charging document and waive its formal reading. He does qualify for a court-appointed attorney. We request that this matter be set for a probable cause conference and a preliminary examination. And we would also like to address bond at this time as well, Your Honor. Thank you.
Sir, you have been granted a court-appointed attorney. That person will be your attorney for the remainder of this case. Bond is currently set at $8,000 cash surety. What would you like to argue on bond, counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. We would ask that bond either be amended to a TR bond or lowered to a lower cash surety bond in this case. Mr. Myers is currently looking for employment in areas such as landscaping or construction. He also does take care of his father, who is 85 years old, and the address that we provided to the court, that is not the address where this occurred, is his father's address, and so he would be there taking care of his father. He also does not have, he does have transportation to and from court at this time.
And I love my girlfriend. This is just a big misunderstanding.
Yes, he also does have a couple of recent failure to appears, but that was because he's not getting them to the mailing address. With the mailing address being his father's address, that problem should be resolved.
I did not touch my girlfriend.
And the most he could afford
There's no marks on her.
would be $100, Your Honor.
The cop said he just had to take somebody to jail because it was a heated moment, and he took me to jail. There was no, I love my girlfriend. We were just arguing, and I'll go get some help when I get out of here because I don't want to leave her or nothing. She don't want me to leave her. We just need to stop arguing.
Well, sir, there's a no contact order in place, so you guys aren't going to be seeing each other for at least another 6 months. Do you understand that?
Okay. But if I could get a PR bond, that'd be awesome. Just so I could get out and get help and fight this case and get him work. I was just in jail. I just got out of jail for child support court, and I just started a job Monday, siding houses. And then this happened all over a ride to work. This all happened over a ride to work. And I have a job and I just started and I'll lose my job. And I promise you when this all happens, it's not, she's gonna drop the charges just because I got a good feeling just because this was a big misunderstanding. Can I please have a PR bond so I can go? Can I please have one, Your Honor? I'll make it to court. I just gotta go to work. I need to pay my child support. I've got a good job. The guy's picking me up. Please, can I have one chance just to prove it to you guys?
Anything you're saying right now can be used against you in the future. I want to warn you of that. Most of the stuff that you're saying today, though, is not making me feel any easier about a bond here today. I've read through the allegations, I've read through your history, and so for those reasons, I'm not willing to do a PR bond at this time. I will lower bonds.
Will you lower it to $1,000, please? I can afford that, Your Honor.
$2,500.
Okay, Your Honor, I can, so it'd be 200. Thank you, Your Honor. I can live with that. Thank you. That's a reachable bond for me. Thank you.
There's going to be several conditions on your bonds. The
Okay, so
first
now
one
my
is
bond
no
will be
weapons. All right, sir,
no
you
weapons,
need to
no.
stop talking at this time and let me talk to you about what your bond is going to be. The first condition of your bond is no weapons. The second condition of your bond is no alcohol, marijuana, illegal drugs, or intoxicating substances. You may not possess them or consume them. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The final condition of bond is that protective order of bond that you signed already, but I'm gonna go over it with you because based on the statements you've made today, I'm not sure that you understand the serious nature of this bond. You are not to have direct or indirect contact with a person named Patricia Lynn Rowe. Do you understand that?
Okay, let me ask you this. What if she contacts me?
She's not on bond. You are. It is your responsibility to lead the conversation.
Okay, that's all I want. It's just a
Phone
simple
number
question I
pops up
want to
on
know.
your phone. You need to hang up immediately. You don't answer it. If you see her somewhere out in public, it's your responsibility to leave.
Okay, that's all I want to know. That's why I just need to know that.
You may not go to the place where she resides or she is employed. You may not contact her via telephone, via letter, via email, via social media, or any other medium. Do you understand what that means?
Yes, I do. I can't contact her no matter what, through nothing, through nobody, I can't have no friends, can't contact her through Facebook, can't contact her through nothing. I think I get
If
it.
you do, it will be a bond violation and it will land you right back in the Allen County Jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, your attorney has provided us with an address of 102nd Avenue. Is that an updated good address for you?
Yes, my parents' house.
Where you will be receiving mail and residing?
Yes, ma'am.
That's Gobles, Michigan 49055, correct? Information regarding your upcoming hearings to be sent to you at that address in Gobles and also to the public defenders. Make sure you stay in contact with them. You're all set for your arraignment today, sir. I'm gonna give you your dates. I apologize. You have a probable cause conference on July 30th and a preliminary examination on August 5th. Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Eric J. Camp.
This is case number 211379FY. Counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. Sam Badger appearing on behalf of Mr. Camp for the limited purpose of arraignment. We have reviewed the charging document and waive its formal reading. He does qualify for a court-appointed attorney, and we would ask that this matter be set for a probable cause conference and a preliminary examination, and we would also like to address bond at this time as well, Your Honor. Thank you.
Sir, you haven't granted a court-appointed attorney. I would advise that you don't. You have a public defender at this time. Anything you say could be used against you in the future in hearings. At this time, you have been granted a court-appointed attorney. That person will be your attorney for the remainder of this case. The bond is currently set at $47,944.40 cash. Would you like to argue on bond, counsel?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. We would ask that bond be amended to a lower cash surety bond. Mr. Camp, he has a car now. I believe that would still be in Missouri. He does live with his dad in Missouri. His dad is 75 years old and he helps take care of his dad as well. And his dad is right down there by himself right now, and it's kind of freaking Mr. Camp out, to be honest. Additionally, Mr. Camp, if not allowed to leave the state of Michigan, could stay with family in Holland, Ottawa County as well. And he does have transportation to and from court. He could find transportation with his family that lives in Holland. He has no recent failure to appears, and he cannot afford a bond at this time. And the dates alleged in the complaint were over 10 years ago, and Mr. Camp has been clean now for 10 years. And so he's made lots of progress in his life since then, is looking to get this resolved, Your Honor. Thank you.
And I have a bunch of back taxes I am in the middle of filing, and I was just an idiot. They're gonna be done as soon as I can get out of here. I just don't understand the paperwork and been trying to do everything I could.
Well, I think it's more than a misunderstanding of paperwork when you're nearly $50,000 behind in child support, sir. That's not a mistake of paperwork.
No,
That's
I didn't
a
mean it like
delegation of your
that. Just
duties.
saying I was an idiot. I was an addict. I was thinking nothing about myself. And once I put myself to rehab and got sober through building up for life, I moved out of state, people, places, things, man. And I'm doing everything I can. I've been hidden. I've been calling, but I couldn't get a hold of Agent Johnson. So I started calling Michael Day. Michael Day couldn't tell me how to make a payment. I made a payment, and 5 minutes after the first time I talked to my new caseworker, and she's already, I think, dropped the stuff here because I made a payment that morning. I've been clawing at the side of the mountain trying to get up a man, and I'm there, and sorry. Thank you.
All right, well, your child deserves better, and your child deserves $47,944.40, and so bond is going to be continued at $47,944.40 cash only, continued. Your attorney has provided us with an address of Garfield Street in Fisk, Missouri. If you are released, is that where you will be going?
Yeah, I need to make money so I can pay you. Yes, ma'am. I just got the job. I had a lien release on the car. I helped a buddy and I ended up getting the car, but there was a lien on it. I lived 14 miles out of town. I promise I've been trying and trying, but that's why my dad lives with me now, so I can make the payments and not even worrying about making them. I can make them. And I was
well, sir, you went years and years and years of ignoring those payments, and so now it's catching up to you.
I do have, I think my brother's got $1,000 in a safe of mine that I've been saving. I was trying to send that too, but
well, sir, that's going to still leave you with a balance of $46,944. So unfortunately, this is a serious allegation or obligation that you've ignored for years and years, and it's finally caught up to you, and you're going to have to sit and think about it. If you are released from jail, we'll send that paperwork to that address in Fisk, Missouri. Otherwise, we'll send it to you there at the Allegan County Jail. We'll send a copy to your public defender as well. You have a probable cause conference scheduled for July 30th and preliminary examination scheduled for August 5th. You're all set for your arraignment. I hope you can pass those dates on to your client, sir. I did to Mr. Badger. I did indicate those on the record, so.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not sure if he heard me at the jail, but I did indicate his dates on the record, and then that's all that's necessary today. So if he wants to ignore me, he can do that.
I thought she was done. I'm sorry.
You knew she was still talking when you walked away.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were done.
Oh man, even the officer there called him out on it. He's like, I'm so sorry. I thought she was done. He says, you knew she was still talking when you walked away from her. This guy is not in control of his emotions at all. He is showing the court exactly who he is.
He's going to get paperwork on his court dates anyway.
Sorry, ma'am.
You have a probable cause conference scheduled for July 30th and a preliminary examination scheduled for August 5th. Now you're all set, sir.
Yeah, sorry.
Good afternoon. Can you tell me your name, please?
Lisa Keach.
This is case number 261941FY. Counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. Sam Badger appearing on behalf of Ms. Keach for the limited purpose of arraignment. We have reviewed the charging document and waive its formal reading. She does qualify for a court-appointed attorney. We request this matter be set for a probable cause conference and a preliminary examination, and we would also like to address bond at this time as well. Thank you.
We have been granted a court-appointed attorney. That person will be your attorney for the remainder of this case. The bond is currently set at $4,000 cash surety. What would you like to argue on bond, counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. We would ask that bond be amended to a personal recognizance bond in this case. We do understand that Ms. Keach did fail to appear for her arraignment at the last meeting, but that she missed that because her phone had gotten wet when she was moving, and so she didn't have a phone to get in contact with or to join onto the Zoom with as well.
Actually, I appeared to court early. I appeared a couple days early for court.
She does
my
have a
phone
new
got wet.
phone coming in the mail as well, and that will be the same phone number as the one that was sent on the attorney determination form. She also has a place to stay at and has been doing very well. She's currently sober. She's also in cancer treatment right now, and her next appointment for that is this Thursday. She does have transportation to and from court if released, and she cannot afford bond at this time as well either, Your Honor. Thank you.
I'm a little bit concerned given the fact that she says she showed up a couple days early and then didn't show up a couple days later for court. Regardless of whether or not you have a phone, you can always show up in person to court.
Yeah, I didn't have a way there. Person I was staying with wasn't home, and there's no phone there for me to use. I'm staying on Babylon Road. I mean, I have everything going, in the right direction for me. Just, I had the wrong date on the calendar, and so I was early, and you guys did pop in that day and tell me that court wasn't until a couple days later. So I wrote it on the right date, and then like I said, my phone got wet. I was moving into the storage, putting my stuff into a storage unit. Got wet. I did apply for a new government phone. It is on its way. The replacement was given. I need my treatments to continue going. I mean, I feel terrible in here.
It's just hard for the court to believe everybody when they say their phone got wet or they lost their phone. That's just everyone's excuse.
Right.
Everyone wants that excuse,
Right.
especially when you were here a couple days earlier. I have a hard time believing that today.
I can give you the name of the person I'm staying with. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I mean, it did get wet. I moved all my stuff into a storage unit at Side Door Convenience Storage in Allegan, right down the road from where I'm staying at.
All right, at this time, I'm gonna go ahead and amend this to a PR, but if you fail to appear for another arraignment, the court will not be as gracious in the future and will not be willing to give PR bonds. Having your phone get wet is simply not an excuse to not show up to court. You can come in person.
Okay.
So bond will be set at $4,000 PR. And we have your phone number listed as 269-512-5668. Is that your phone number?
That's
Is
correct.
that the new, and you have a new phone on the way?
It's gonna stay the same phone number, yes.
Okay.
Same number.
And we have your
We just
address as
replaced the phone.
1932 Beth Street in Allegan. Is that a good address for you?
Yep, that's my mailing address.
All right, information regarding your upcoming hearings will be sent to you at that address and also to the public defender. You have a probable cause conference scheduled for July 30th and a prelim scheduled for August 8th. You're all set for today, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, what is your name?
Marvin Tabor.
Case number 262193FY, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sam Badger appearing on behalf of Mr. Tabor for the limited purpose of arraignment. We have reviewed the charging document and waive its formal reading. He does qualify for a court-appointed attorney, and we request this matter be set for a probable cause conference and a preliminary examination. And we would also like to address bond at this time as well, Your Honor. Thank you.
Sir, you have been granted a court-appointed attorney. That person will be your attorney for the remainder of this case. The bond is currently set at $1,500 cash surety. What would you like to argue on bond, counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. We would be asking that bond be amended to a personal recognizance bond in this case. Mr. Tabor is currently repairing a house for his ex-wife and his kids to stay in. And it's here in Allegan. It's the address that we provided to the court on the attorney determination form. And so he will be local here in Allegan and be able to access court pretty easily. He also does take care of his ex-wife and their child as well. His ex-wife is paralyzed, so he helps her with that as well. And the place wasn't livable until he just got it into a repair state to where it's livable now. So they are able to stay there. He also would have access to transportation to and from court, does not have any recent failure to appears, cannot afford bond at this time, and he does also have dogs staying at that house currently and does not know if anybody is there taking care of them. And so he's worried about them as well, Your Honor. Thank you.
Well, Mr. Tabor, the most important thing I want to know before I address your bond is, do you now understand your requirements under the Sex Offender Registration Act?
Yes, but I was in transition, so I didn't have an address yet until the house could be repaired, and I just got it done yesterday. I just got the
You
letter.
understand going forward that you need to update your address at all times, even if you go somewhere for
I will do that tomorrow.
All right.
I will do that tomorrow.
All right, I will go ahead and amend your bond to $1,500 PR with the understanding that you do understand your requirements under the Sex Offender Registration Act.
Right, but I thought I was off that. I thought I was off that because I've been clean for 10 years. I'm only a sex offender. I'm not a predator, pedophile, or a baby raper or none of that. I was told that if I went 10 years and didn't get in no trouble whatsoever, I didn't have to register no more. And that's what Kalamazoo told me. So that's where I'm registered at right now, is in Kalamazoo. I don't even have to register there no more. And that's what I was told. That should I just take that up with the courts or what? Because I don't understand, man. I was told as long as I didn't get in no trouble, I'd be okay.
I'm not
Because
sure
I'm
who
not
told you that information. But
Well,
the Sex Offender
Allegan-
Registration Act is a certain number of years, depending on what tier you are. So you're going to have to check that out on your paperwork and with the courts.
Listen here. All right, what about this other thing about the other charges? What's up with that?
You're only
That's
being
not a
charged
charge.
with failing to register and being a habitual offender. Sir, do you want me to go over your charges today? Do you fully
No,
understand
that's
that?
okay. Well, I understand the first one, but the other ones I don't. If I ain't found guilty yet, I don't understand how I can get a fourth habitual already.
Because you've been convicted of 3 prior felonies. You were convicted of fleeing third in 2016. In 2022, you're convicted of possession of meth, and then in 2025, you're convicted of resisting and obstructing arrest. So those 3 felonies mean that you are a habitual offender 4th if you're found guilty. 1,
Oh,
2,
okay.
3, 4.
Okay.
Okay. All right. The address that your public defender has given us is 1112 26th Street in Allegan. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. You have a probable cause conference scheduled for July 30th and a preliminary examination scheduled for August 5th. You're all set for today, sir.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, man. I'll give you a call, okay, bro? You're gonna be my attorney, right?
I will not be your appointed attorney. You'll hear from them.
Just for this hearing.
What is your name?
Gentry Vanderbeesen.
Case number 254280FY. Counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. Sam Badger appearing on behalf of Mr. Vanderbeesen for the limited purpose of arraignment. We have reviewed the charging document, and Mr. Vanderbeesen will be pleading not guilty. We also would waive the formal reading of the complaint as well. And Mr. Vanderbeesen does qualify for a court-appointed attorney. We would request this matter be set for a probation violation pretrial as well as a formal hearing. And we would also like to arrest bond at this time as well, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, sir, you have been granted a court-appointed attorney. That person will be your attorney for the remainder of this case. Bond is currently set at $1,500 cash surety. What would you like to argue on bond, counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. We would be asking for a lower cash surety bond in this case. Mr. Vanderbeesen did not know about this court date. He just didn't know about it at that time. He does take care of his mom with everyday tasks. He does have transportation to and from court, and he cannot afford a bond at this time, except maybe a couple $100s. And so it would be asking just that bond be reduced, Your Honor. Thank you.
Looks like back in June, there was also an issue with failing to comply with drug testing, failure to comply with counseling, and failure to comply with community support group. Do you have any updates on that, Mr. Badger?
I do not, Your Honor.
That's the charge, or that's the probation violations, right? Is
And
that
then
what
you
I'm
failed
being
to
charged?
failed to appear on July 16th for the probation violation hearing. At that time, it looks like a bench warrant was issued for $5,000 cash. You're sentenced in April, and then by June, you were already violating the probation, and then in July, you failed to appear. For those reasons, I'm not going to amend bonds. It's going to remain at $5,000 cash.
Yeah, but last month when they were alleging that I failed to report probation, I was in rehab. So there's no way.
All right, well, if you can provide proof of that, that's something you can bring up with your probation officer and or the judge, but for today, bond is going to be continued at $5,000 cash surety. If you are released from jail, your attorney has provided us with an address of 736 River Street in Allegan. Is that a good address for you?
Yeah, I'm not getting released from jail. I still got a whole nother case to deal with. I got sentencing for another case to deal with.
All right. But if you are eventually released, is that a good address for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Information regarding your upcoming hearing will be sent to you at that address or in the Allegan County Jail, and also to the public defender. I don't have your dates for you because it will be a probation violation hearing and we don't have that set up yet. So we will get you those dates while you're in the jail. Best of luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. What is your name?
Dustin Williams.
All right, we've got 3 cases here. We'll start with case number 261801FY. Counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. Sam Badger appearing on behalf of Mr. Williams for the limited purpose of arraignment. We have reviewed the charging document and waive its formal reading. He does qualify for a court-appointed attorney. We request this matter be set for a probable cause conference and a preliminary examination, and we would also like to respond on this case as well. Thank you.
All right, sir, you have been granted a court-appointed attorney. That person will be your attorney for the remainder of this case. The bond in this case is currently set at $3,000 cash surety. Counsel, if you just want to make one argument for all 3 cases for bond, I'll listen to it at this time.
Yes, Your Honor. We would be asking that bonds be amended to personal cognizance bonds. I do believe one of the cases is already set at a PR bond. Mr. Williams, he does have a good phone number, but he's currently homeless. He does have ability to come to and from court. He is local here in Allegan, and he cannot afford a bond at this time as well, Your Honor. Thank you.
The court is a little bit concerned because there is a fail to appear. Last week we failed to appear for court, but I do think probably learned that this needs to be taken seriously now that you spent a little bit of time here in jail. So I'll go ahead and amend that to $3,000 personal recognizance bond in this case. And in this case, you have a probable cause conference scheduled for July 30th and a prelim scheduled for August 8th. Your attorney has provided us with an address of 3304 Academy Street in Allegan. Is that a good address for you?
Like I said, I'm homeless, so that's the address I was trespassed and evicted from, so that's up to you what you want to do with that.
Well, I need to know where you want me to send your information
I'm
so
homeless.
that you know when your next
Homeless.
hearing is.
Homeless.
I understand that, sir.
There's no
Understand
address. It's homeless. And send to that address and I'll get evicted and trespassed from my same address again. I'll do like that. Well, trespass from my address, I mean, not evicted.
Do you have an email address?
I'm not
or
being
phone
dick. I have a phone number, I don't know it yet. I have it, but I don't know it by heart.
number? Okay,
I have an email address too, but I don't know that.
okay.
So you
As
can
soon
send it
as
to
you
that
are
address,
released-
but I'll be trespassed from that address if you send that mail to that address.
All right, sir, if you could let me speak now as the magistrate, please.
I was speaking before you, where you interrupted me. I'm sorry, but you did interrupt me.
This is my hearing room, sir. I don't interrupt people. This is my hearing room and I have control of it, all right? I need to know where we send your paperwork so that you show up to court, because you already missed a court date. So if you want to push back at me and tell me that you're homeless and have an attitude about it, I don't have to amend the bond to PR and you can stay in jail.
I'm just telling you, I'm homeless, so if you send mail
But you're
to that
not
address.
just telling me, you're pestering me and badgering me about it. What I'm just simply trying to explain to you, all I want is an address where we can send your mail, or an email address or a phone number, okay? So
I'm not
I need to
pestering or
know how you are going to get this information and how to ensure that you are going to show up next time, because you didn't show up last time until you got arrested.
Are you done talking? So I can talk. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to interrupt you while you're talking still. That's it. I'm not being mean
You may
about it, I
go
promise
ahead.
you. Okay, I just want to make sure I can speak without interrupting you. Does that make fair? I'm not trying to be a dick about it. I'm just clarifying. Okay? Okay, if you send mail to that address, that is the address I was evicted from and trespassing from. So if you send mail to that address again, if I go get it, there's another fucking trespassing charge. Sorry for my language. So if I keep getting mail from that address and keep going to get it, it's another trespassing charge, and trespassing charge on top of the other ones. See where I'm coming from? I wasn't trying to be a
You
dick
don't
or
have to
anything
explain
to
the
you.
law to me, sir. I fully understand it. That's why I'm trying to find out where to send your mail so that this doesn't happen again.
Then I guess I'm gonna try my aunt's house,
All right, what's that address?
210 North Street.
Is that in Allegan?
Yes.
All right. When you are released from jail, if you determine what your email address is or your phone number is, or have a good email or mailing address, please contact the public defender and the court to set that up. You have a probable cause conference in this case on July 30th and a preliminary examination on August 5th. Let's have case number 261895 SM. Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sam Badger appearing on behalf of Mr. Williams for the limited purpose of arraignment. We have reviewed the charging document and waive its formal reading. He is pleading not guilty and does qualify for a court-appointed attorney. We request this matter be set for a pretrial and a jury trial. And if the bond is not amended to a personal cognizance bond in this case, we would ask that it be amended already. Or that it be amended now. Sorry, Your Honor. Thank you.
It looks like bond was amended by the judge to $2,500 cash surety when he failed to appear on July 15th. We'll go ahead and amend to $2,500 personal recognizances.
And I don't mean to interrupt, but I recently did get a cell phone, so I've been trying to get a job in the meantime. I'm gonna put that in there.
But you don't know your cell phone number.
No, I just recently got it, but I don't know it by heart yet. I know it's 512 something, but I don't know it all by heart. I have been trying to look for a job.
Finally, we have case number 262214 SM. Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sam Badger appearing on behalf of Mr. Williams for the limited purpose of arraignment. We have reviewed the charging document and waive its formal reading. He has entered a plea of not guilty and does qualify for a court-appointed attorney. We request that this matter be set for a pretrial and a jury trial, Your Honor. Thank you.
Again, in this case, sir, you have been granted a court-appointed attorney, and that person will be your attorney for the remainder of this case. The bond is currently set at $500 personal recognizances, and bond will remain at $500 personal recognizances. We will send your notices of hearing to that address that you indicated in the first file. If you have obtained a different address or determine your email address or phone number, please update the court with that information so that we can update it. You're all set for today, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. That was fun. That was fun. Yeah. We had some sassy ones tonight. Thank you guys so much. Oh, for whoever wants to stick around, by the way, court's done, because I know there's some people that were here just for the court cases. But if anybody wants to stick around, I'm going to open up this roll of quarters from Donald Westerdale, who I don't know where he is tonight. But, nah. Those face tattoos screamed innocence and hire me. No, Patrick B. We don't discuss politics on this channel. But I am going to open this roll of quarters. And we're going to see if I have any more, you know, aliens hugging George Washington's face. Maybe I'll find a 4th of July quarter. Oh, y'all, I would do a backflip. I would backflip my way all the way to Detroit and kiss Donald Westerdale right on his face. All right, so first off is just a standard 1980D. Nothing really special. I wish I had a way to show you guys, like, as I'm going through them, but I really don't. They don't show up on camera very well. But this one's an 8070. Let's see here. Oh, Allison, he's, there's also a roll of dimes and a roll of nickels too. Let's see, I've got a West Virginia 2005. And I'm not familiar with any of the common errors on that one, but nothing seems out of place. There is a 2021 Tuskegee Airman coin. Now I know there's an error where it looks like where it's supposed to look like things falling from the plane. This does not have any of that. It's a P mintage. I've got a 2025. Oh, I love this one. It's the Girl Scouts of America coin. Oh, I can't see it. But the guy's like dressed like a leprechaun. It's adorable. Juliet Gordon Lowe. Juliet Gordon Lowe. Maybe it's a woman dressed like a leprechaun. There's a shamrock on it. There is a Georgia Peach 1999. I love these. This one is Althea Gibson, tennis player. It's one of the new quarters. I save these. They're going in the jar of quarters that I'm collecting that have birds and dates particular to my daughter, and things that make me think of her. Like she did tennis in school forever. So that was her sport. So I save that one. I save coins that have her birth year. I've saved coins that have her father's and my birth year, and then anything with birds on it. And then I'm going to put them all into the cardboard sleeves, and I'm going to put them all into a book for her. I'm going to organize it. I'm going to write little comments about the coins on it, and just make something really special for her that bridges my hobbies and interests with her hobbies and interests. And that's going to be her birthday gift this year. Yeah, send it to you to hold, Jerry. Oh, I make it a point to use cash just so I can get change. But I don't go out very often, so I have to be creative, and I have to buy coins from the bank and have my friends go get coins for me. Yeah. Let's see, we've got a 2017 Ozark Riverways. Now, this one I would love. It has, ties to me. It was always a dream of mine when I was growing up. I wanted to live in the Ozark Mountains. Like all of the poems that I wrote when I was a kid talked about the Ozark Mountains. I was gonna move to Missouri. It was a dream, and it's not going to come true. I don't, maybe it's on the list of places, maybe. But yeah, the Ozark Mountains were, for some reason, I have this like spiritual connection to them, and I've never been. I've never seen them in person. I've never been there. But I just feel like, you have those like dreams of places you belong, even though you've never been there. That's what it is for me. The Ozark Mountains have always been that way for me. Someday, maybe I'll go see them. Now, this one here, it looks like a nub on Washington's nose, and I'm trying to see if it's an abnormal nub. It does. It looks, it's a very beaten quarter, though. Let me see if I can do it this way. Oh, no. When I put it under the microscope, it no longer looks abnormal. Because here is... And here's 1982. So... Come on. Alright. So this is a 1982. And then we go to this one. Wish I could do them side by side. I can't get both schnozzes in at the same time. But they're pretty much the same. But it did look slightly abnormal without putting them under the scope. If there was a way that I could make my camera like focus on this screen without me having to tip it and tilt it and all that other stuff. I've never been to Branson before. No. I so badly, Bettina, I want to go see them. Like, it's in my heart, and I don't know why, but it's always been there. And it's just one of those weird feelings where it's like, for some reason, it's a part of me, even though it's not. I'm not that far. I kind of am. Travel's not my friend. Good night, Jen Callum, honey. Love you. Yeah, I love... 50-cent pieces are my coin. Those are my coin. But now that I can't buy them anymore, now it's quarters. Alright, so we've got a 2023... Oh, this one is Eleanor Roosevelt. Can't really show. It's in good condition. It's really pretty. I've got a 1990 D. Nothing special. Oh, Pictured Rocks. This is from Michigan, so this one will go into my daughter's jar because her family, her father's side of the family, they have land in Michigan. And she goes and stays there during the summer every year. It's a big part of her life. So this one here, 2018, Pictured Rocks, Michigan. This will go in my daughter's jar. Let's see, we've got North Carolina, the first flight, nothing special. We've got Rhode Island, the Ocean State. I don't know any known errors on this one. Dag nabbit. I want to involve you guys in this because I love coin collecting. I might not be very good at it, but I love it. I just love finding error coins. Can't see it very well. There we go. 2001, Rhode Island. When I find an error coin, I freak out. I love it so much. I found that silver coin, that silver quarter, that one. Oh man, I about cried when I found that. And I love finding ones like this where it's got major discoloration from environment. I think they're so pretty. They've all got their own interesting patina. So that one I'll save for me. There's nothing valuable about it. I just love the way that it looks. And I run into that a lot with coins. It's like, okay, there's nothing special. You know, you can't take it to a coin shop and get anything more than the 25 cents it's worth. But some of them will have like a prism look to them, or the patina look, or you know, just neat things like that. And I think coin collecting has got to be probably like the most patriotic hobby that I could think of to have for someone like me. Every coin is a piece of history. You think about every person that's touched that coin, that quarter from 1990, the ones from 1970s, this silver quarter from 1942. It's an actual silver quarter, came out of a roll. Let me put it up beside other quarters so you can see the difference. So I open up my roll. The first thing I see is that right there. And from 1942. Think of how many hands, how many pockets this little piece of silver has gone through in all of those years. And it finally ended up with me. Every time I'm looking at the quarters, I'm just thinking of the history that it came from. And now with the state quarters, you know, you get to learn a little bit about every state. I think it's so cool. Oh, I know. I have one that I want to get certified so badly. Oh, it could have. Isn't that amazing to think about? Isn't that just so wild? I have one that is it's a dollar coin, and it's called a cud error, which just means an abnormal blob of metal, basically. But it looks like ropes, like sailors' ropes going up the Statue of Liberty's arm. It's amazing. It was the first error coin that I ever found, and I love it so much. It's on, I think, Thomas Henry. Is that one of the presidents? Okay, I'm bad at that. But yeah, I just don't have I don't have it in me to stamp collect. I just don't. I agree with you there. That's another patriotic hobby. But I'm not a stamps person. I have lots of them. I have tons of them from my great grandparents and whatnot from the attic. And I even have like little postcards and letters and stuff that were written way back when. But I found my love in coins. All right, in 1995, nothing special. A South Carolina, the Palmetto State. And I've been saving these because they've got the bird on them. So they go in my daughter jar. Maryland, the Old Line State. The 2000, I don't know of any particular errors to look for, so I'll just save it for later. I also do that. I save my quarters to go back through later when I learn of new errors on other coins. I've got a 2006 Colorado, so I have to save that because it's 2006, the year my daughter was born. These ones, crossing the Delaware, there's a couple of known errors on these. On top of his hat. Now, there is a little mark there on this one, but that's not it. That's just a scuff mark. But there's a cud error known on these where it's a blob. There's also like one where it looks like there's a finger protruding from where he's holding the sword. And then there's another one, something to do with the sword blade that I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but it doesn't have any of those. All right, and then we got another West Virginia. Oh, Michigan, 2004. And it just has the Great Lakes on it in Michigan. Goes in the daughter jar. The Land Stewardess. This one was known to have a lot of small cut errors and a lot of cracks in it. The Land Stewardess quarter from Vermont. This one doesn't have any of those errors. My hand's getting full of them. We're about halfway through. I'm just going to go through these super quick. This is another Michigan 2004. Excuse me, but it's kind of roughed up a bit. So it'll go in the jar for now. Let's see, 1996. I got a 1995. 1982, the year I was born. And it's a purty one, too. It's a purty one. So, I'll save that because that's the year I was born. 1980. Nothing particularly special. 1993. Nothing special. Just on quick sight, you know, just looking at it super quickly. Virginia, 2000. We got an 88. It's kind of dirty. It's kind of dirty, but doesn't have any errors that stand out. Nothing jumps right out at me. I'm gonna actually put this one in the take back to the bank pile. I've got a 2024 Dr. Mary Edwards Walker Medal of Honor. It doesn't say what she did, but it has like a sheriff's badge on it. Oh no, I guess that's the medal. That's the Medal of Honor, I guess. But Dr. Mary Edwards Walker. And it just says Medal of Honor. So I don't know who that is. I got a digital. Yeah, I just got one. I haven't even opened it yet. I just got it because there's a quarter. There's a quarter that I have that the top, it has a matte look on it, like as if it were silver, but it's got the copper core. And the only way to tell if it were a true wrong planchette would be to weigh it. That's a bicentennial. Oh, yeah, that's a drummer boy quarter. That was, I love bicentennials. I'm having trouble finding the one that I thought. I'll find it. It's in my pile here that Billy has knocked over 100 times. And so everything looks messed up. It's all scattered now. All right, 1985. 2024. I was saving the 2024s, but I have several of them for my daughter because it was a education coin. Oh, wow. This is the first one of these that I've gotten. Pennsylvania Mint. I don't know what this one would be called. And then on the reverse, it's got the ships. So I'm thinking it's something to do with pilgrimage, but I don't know. I'll have to look this one up. But that's a beautiful coin. That is so beautiful. I love that one. It's not a 4th of July quarter, but I'll take it. Oh, I am a young one. 1982. That's me. I feel old. I feel old some days. All right. Great Basin of Nevada. I got a Hawaii. There's a error on this called the 10 Islands error, which is just doubling of the islands. This doesn't have it. And last but not least, 1998. So I thank you, Donald Westerdale. That was incredible fun for me. It was probably boring as heck for you guys, and I'm really sorry for that. But both. Some of them have the D, some of them have the P. I really want to find some West Point quarters, as everybody else does. You can sell them on like Facebook Marketplace, but you want to know what you're selling. And right now, I wouldn't suggest selling bicentennials or $50 at all, because they just stopped making them. So it could go two ways, all right? So either you can sell them now because everybody's trying to acquire them because they just stopped making them, or you can hang on to them. It's gonna do like a, you know, it was this, it's gonna spike because everybody wants them because they can't get them anymore, and it's gonna drop back down for a while and be in a lull, and then all of a sudden it's gonna pick back up. Now, whether that's 5 years from now, 10 years from now, who knows? But it's gonna pick back up soon. Sooner than later, I should say. Because with not being able to get them, every year that goes by, they're, you know, more and more rare. Oh, thank you. The only woman who was ever given the Medal of Honor. No wonder she got her own quarter. Thank you. I appreciate those of you that stuck around with me. I gotta figure out a way to be able to show you my quarters as I'm looking at them. I think I can do it if I'm streaming from my phone, but I would have to do it as a separate stream, and I would have to get the tripod that I have for holding my phone doesn't work for that direction. It would work for straight on, but it doesn't work for pointing it down at the desk. I tried, and it just kept thump, thump. So I took a pill bottle and I stuck the whole tripod right in the pill bottle, and I put quarters all around it to hold it in place. And then I just couldn't get the right angle, and it just tipped the whole jar of quarters over. So I gave up. Well, see, that's the thing. I love finding cool errors, and I'm really good at that. I have all of the little cardboard sleeve pieces. And I have books that hold them. I even have the Safe Ship plastic sleeves for the really expensive coins. When if I ever were to find like a 4th of July coin or something, it would go in that instead of the cardboard sleeve. I have everything to organize them, but typically they end up in piles, in stacks of coins that I like to keep, and then eventually they go in a jar that just says save important. Because the organization process of it is not my strong suit. Just the finding cool things part. Oh, I suck. I suck so bad. West Point quarters, they've got a W on them. They're from a different here, let me pull it up. Okay, so they've got a W mint mark. I gotta see what you can see. Okay, there. So certain coins, they've got this W on them. And if you find one, they're extra valuable. Yep, the Privy Mark. 2020 versions. Special V75 stamp. Ooh. America the Beautiful National Park and Historical Site designs on the back. Basically, it's just a much more rare release. Only 10 million total were made, 2 million for each of the 5 designs. And that goes for 2019s and 2020s. Let me see. See, and I haven't typically been looking for the W's on most of them. I should. It's something that I need to pay more attention to, but that's why I don't turn my coins back in. For one, I have to pay to get them in the first place. I'm not going to turn them back in and then buy them back from the bank again. I'm terrible. I'm terrible like that. Well, sort of. I mean, you just showed me you pouring them into a bigger container, making me all jealous. Right, but they're a much lower mintage amount. It's not just that they're from the West Point Mint. They're minted in much lower quantities. Yes. Yes, the proof. I have a couple of proof coins that I found. Those are pretty awesome. Aw, cool. Well, you've got like some Morgan dollars and stuff like that. You've got stuff that I don't have. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I think I have a couple of proofs within the door, right outside this door. Give me a second. My neighbor gave me this fancy box. Fancy box with fancy holders and foam. I can break the foam down into the exact snugly fit shape of the quarter or 50-cent piece or whatever it is that I find. But I have, so you can see how much extra shinier these are. These are proof coins. So that is James Garfield. I've got a proof 50-cent piece. I love these. I love these so much. I told you 50-cent pieces are my jam. 1974. And then a Sacagawea proof coin. And then a Lyndon B. Johnson. And none of the proof coins that I have are in perfect condition because they were found in coin rolls. You can see as I move, this is how shiny it is. It's reflecting on my face as I'm moving it. Oh, 100%. That's how I've learned anything. I'm sorry, I haven't really been watching chat as much as I've been talking. I'm sorry. So if anybody's been asking questions, I apologize if I don't see them. My parents used to jokingly say that they had a retirement fund set up for us kids, and we would find it when they passed away. Well, what it was is every single thing that could hold anything would have pennies stuffed into it, or a nickel and a couple pennies. Keychains with little pouches on them. Hold on, I'm coming. Where did it go? Dag nabbit. Well, it could be just because I don't have the lights turned on in there and I'm not walking all the way to the other side of the room to do it. And then walking all the way back because my pain meds are wearing off, guys. I couldn't find the one that I was looking for, but for instance, like there would be these little coin purses and pouches like this, and I'd open it up and there'd be, 10 cents in it in pennies, or, little jars like this, little medicine jars from ye old, and there'd be, some small amount of pennies in it. Every single thing that they could put a couple of cents in, they did. So when they passed away, it was like this little scavenger hunt to find all of the places where mom and dad hid the coins. And it was just, it was so great of them. It really did. It sparked and fueled me back into the coin collecting habit, because I've always been fascinated with coins, and collecting all of Dad's pennies was just something that I will never forget. It meant so much to me. Denver, absolutely. San Francisco, I haven't seen many of. Is San Francisco Mint still in operation? Yes. It no longer produces coins for everyday circulation. Instead, the modern facility focuses on striking clad and silver-proof coin sets, as well as congressional commemorative coins. Thank you for that. Oh, I wish. I wish. My goodness, do I wish. I can find silver. I will probably never ever find gold. I couldn't go a day without it. I couldn't. Even Donald gave me, he just randomly collected pocket change. And I love it because there's some pennies in here. They're not minting pennies anymore either. So it's super, no way. You're kidding me. Guys. It's one of the commemorative dimes. It's one of the brand new commemorative dimes. Gosh, come on. Maybe if I turn the... It's hard to get it to show up. There, that's better. $17.76 to 2026. That is so amazing. That is absolutely. It says liberty over tyranny at the bottom of it. I love it so much. I can't believe this. I have not seen one yet. And I'm holding it. From Donald Westerdale's Pocket Change. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Donald Westerdale. I just flipped the baggie over and there it was. Yeah. Oh my gosh. He was excited that he threw a 1973 quarter in there for me. He got it in his pocket change and he's like, oh, I'm giving that to April. And I was super stoked because, you know, you don't find many coins in the 70s anymore. But that dime, oh my, I seriously started tearing up. I don't know if that showed up on camera or not. I had tears streaking down my face. Oh, I love the coin fountains. Yes, and then unfortunately, they mostly just turned into where addicts would go and clean them out. But I always thought they were so beautiful. Oh man, there's something else. Some banks actually limit what you can get from them. I have to, whenever I like take my daughter home or whatnot, when she comes and stays with me, on the way back from Madison, I program a route into my phone to take me to every branch of my 2 or 3 banks that I have along the way. And Google will actually program the whole course for you if you ask it to. And then I stop at every branch on the way home and buy quarters and nickels and dimes and pennies because my banks only allow 2 rolls per day. That's all you can get. So I have to visit every branch. I make a whole day of it. Yep. If I'm going to have to be out and I'm going to have to people and I'm going to have to stop at every branch along the way, I'm going to just take a whole day and do it. Because I can't do it every day because that's like, 6-hour drive. 6 hours of driving, I should say, for there and back, but I'd have to get there in order to get coming back. There's at the Ho-Chunk Casino in Baraboo, they still have an operational coin fountain, and it doesn't get robbed by meth heads because they have security. But then all of the coins are just basically a donation to the casino. Still. I should just take a couple $100 to the casino, put them into a machine and hit the cash out button and pretend like it's winnings from a machine and ask to receive my winnings back in coins. I should do that. I wonder if they would. I wonder if they'd let me. Well, I've struck a deal with my bank. I haven't acted on it yet, but there's a reason. They will order me boxes of coins, but it's $10 per box, which is, it's fair because they have to pay for the coins to come in on the Brinks truck. That's fair. Problem is, a box of quarters is $200. Box of dimes is $250. Box of nickels is $100. Box of pennies is $25. I mean, do you see why? And they can't even order pennies anyways. But do you see why that might be a problem for someone? I'd have to pay up front $510 to get a box of quarters. And then if I wanted dimes or nickels, you know, there's other couple hundreds there. So, haven't done it yet. Probably won't happen. I'll just stick to buying 2 rolls a day when I can get there. The ones that are in Toma, as long as I don't go weekly, they'll give me a few more than 2. The credit union, I'm not pushy about it. I say whatever you're willing to spare. If you can give me, $30 in quarters and a couple rolls of dimes, I'm good with that. But whatever you're able to spare. My daughter says she's dreading when I die. I was so certain that a laundromat would be a great idea, right? No. It never dawned on me that laundromat quarters are kind of recycled through the system. Like their coin machine, people get quarters out of them, put them into the washing machines, and then the people that own the laundromat empty the washing machines and put them back in the coin machine. So it's just this big circle. So they're almost all of the quarters that I got from the washing machine, they were really, really beaten up. A lot of them had like sticky detergent marks on them. They were gross. There wasn't a good one of the lot of them. I put $70 in the machine and I was so sorely disappointed when I realized what a dummy I was. They get used. They get rode hard and put away wet. Quite literally. Well, I've always let everybody know, like, you want to send me a gift? Send me a roll of pennies. Any coins. I love coins, as you all very well know now. They quite literally bring a tear to my eye. I have the mailing address for gifts in the description of the channel. Yeah, I love coins, and even if you send me 5 pennies, I'd be thrilled. Pleased as punch. Oh, isn't talk to text great? It could mess up a wet dream. All right, guys. I'm going to take off for tonight. Thank you guys so much. The 14 of you who stuck around for this segment. I can't believe how amazing you guys are. And I love you to death. I do. I love you guys so, so much. You make my day. You really do. You guys are my family. I did, sweetie. I did. And those are the most beat up coins I've ever seen in my life because they're just, they go from from that machine's rubber kickers over to the washing machine and into their dispenser, and so they're constantly just getting beat down, and then they go right back into the coin machine for the next person, because the laundromat's not going to turn all the quarters into the bank and then buy more quarters for the coin machine. They just recycle all of theirs. So those are pretty darn beaten up. But I had that same idea. I had that same idea. But I hope that you have amazing luck when you do it. And I hope you find some great quarters. It is a really, really fun hobby. It is. It's an addictive hobby, but it's the only hobby where you have the potential to make money and it costs you nothing. Yeah, you pay $10 for a roll of quarters, but if you don't find anything of value, you still have $10 of quarters. They're still spendable. So, yeah, that's why I love it. All right, guys. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.